Well, good morning, everyone.
Hey, guys. Good morning.
June 20. This is Brian Osborne.
How you doing?
With me here, one of our speakers. Come back to Brian in a moment. We're in the Legacy Hall lobby, which is the downstairs area at the Creation Museum. And we have actually a resource store here, not as big as the one upstairs, the Dragon Hall resource store. But I want to talk to you today about the most unique Bible curriculum in the world.
Not just the world.
Actually, it's the whole universe.
The whole universe. Absolutely.
Because there's only one Earth, right?
That's true.
So if it's the most unique Bible curriculum on Earth, it's also the most unique Bible curriculum in the whole universe.
Sounds like your logic to me. Absolutely.
Exactly. So I want to talk to you about that. This is really unique and powerful, and thousands of churches are using this, and they say it's revolutionizing their churches, revolutionizing their young people, their old people. We can talk all about this here in a moment. Brian, you're one of our speakers. You actually were a teacher in the public schools.
I was.
And today is your wedding anniversary?
It is 19 years.
19 years?
19 years, absolutely.
That makes me feel really old. Because this year, in December, it'll be our 45th for us.
That's
45.
That's more than I've been alive.
Oh, okay. Right, that does make me feel really old here. Well, Brian knows a lot about our Answers Bible curriculum, and you actually go out to conferences and display it and talk about it. Behind me here, we have the 7 Seas of History timeline. Now, this is a chart. You can actually get a version that you can put on your wall at home or in your church. It's a smaller version to make it much easier to put up. But this is the 7 Seas of History. Actually, the Creation Museum is a walk through the 7 Seas, and the Answers Bible curriculum, A for apologetics, B biblical authority, C chronological, is really based on the 7 Seas, but it's really a walk through the entire Bible from Genesis to Revelation for all age groups. It's at different age groups. I'm going to get Brian to give us a little overview here in a moment.
Absolutely.
And we teach apologetics, we teach doctrine, biblical authority. It's all chronological, and connect Old and New Testament all the way through as you go through. And it's very meaty. It's not fluff and stuff.
No
like
fluff
a lot
and
of
stuff.
curricular fluff and stuff. This is very meaty. So Brian, let's move over here to where we have some of the boxes here of the various age groups. It goes from kindergarten all the way through to adults. So give us an overview, a real quick overview.
Sure. So we have 6 different age groups that go from pre-K the first all the way through adults. It is chronological, as Ken mentioned earlier. Before we get to that really quickly, I'd just like to echo, as we talk about as a ministry, that 2/3 of kids who grow up in the church are walking away from the faith by the time they reach college age.
We did that research and published it in the book Already Gone.
Right.
In fact, let me see if I can grab a copy of Already Gone here, just to show you. And it was out of that book that we decided we need to do a Sunday school curriculum, because one of the things we found is that those that went to Sunday school regularly as kids, in those 2/3 that have left church, were actually worse off spiritually than those that didn't. And we realized they weren't being taught apologetics, they weren't being taught how to defend their faith.
Exactly.
They weren't taught meat, they weren't taught doctrine, they just a lot of shallow fluff and stuff. And that was the book Already Gone, as you can see here. And out of the research came this Bible curriculum.
Well, and I think, as you've said in the past, this is our ultimate response to where the attack is happening today.
Right.
When we're kind of thinking about as a ministry, how can we equip the average Christian, the average church, to equip those in the church to defend their faith of all age groups? This was the response.
Because we found that when we asked them, why did you leave the church? Over and over again, it was, well, how can you believe in a loving God with all this death and suffering in the world? And what about millions of years?
Has the science disprove the Bible?
Science and the Bible. It came down to the fact they weren't taught how to defend their faith. They just taught Bible stories. And in fact, we want to get away from using the word story.
Real historical events. Absolutely.
The Bible teaches the account of history.
Well, and that makes it makes the Bible tangible. It makes it real. For so many of our kids, they've grown up in a culture where they've been told the Bible's a book of fairy tales. So how can they trust it?
The word story today often means fairy tale.
Exactly.
So we've got to get away from using the word story. So in churches, when people say, oh, we're going to talk about Bible stories today or have a Bible story, we want people to stop doing that. We're going to encourage them to say, we want to have an account here, or we're going to teach
the real event of David versus Goliath, or the historical event of Noah and the flood, so forth and so on.
And by the way, as we talk here, if anyone's got questions about the Answers Bible curriculum, we'll have our videographer or someone here just yell out the questions to us.
Someone asked, we use this for homeschool.
Can they use this for homeschool?
Yeah, absolutely. You can use it for homeschooling. It's 200 total lessons for the whole curriculum. Now, in a homeschooling setting, we suggest you break those lessons down to 2-3 days each and break that down over a period of time. But really good Bible study curriculum for the homeschooling setting.
Now, eventually, we're going to produce one especially for the homeschool.
I think that's the idea.
And the
Yep.
Christian schools.
Right.
Right now, it's really a Sunday school curriculum.
Focus there.
But you can
Yeah.
adapt it.
It's very easily adaptable to homeschooling curriculum, even more easily adaptable to a church or Christian school setting. It really works well in that sort of setting. They have the daily lessons in the school setting, daily classroom
Do we
settings, really
have
well
anything
done.
written to help them do that?
We do. Actually, go to our website or go to AnswersBibleCurriculum.com. There are commonly asked questions right there. Some of those questions are, how do you implement this in a homeschooling setting or in a school setting? It's answered there in a lot more
Okay.
detail. And
So
some
how many
suggestions.
lessons total again?
200 total. Now the curriculum, it used to be a 3-year curriculum. We just expanded to 4 years. And now it's 20 units of 10, 200 total lessons, and they're numbered from 1 to 200 to make it really easy, you know? So if as a church you need to stop and start on a particular day, you can stop on lesson 39. Next week do Easter. The week after that pick up on lesson 40. Really easy to do, really straightforward. And as you mentioned, the curriculum is chronological. So we're going through the Bible chronologically. And Ken, that's powerful because when you go through the Bible chronologically, when you see the people and the events in their proper order, you see the cause and effect, and you see the gospel thread all the way through, the Bible, all of it starts to make sense, and it comes alive, and it's all about the gospel.
And it connects to Old and New Testament,
Exactly.
doesn't it?
It does. So the Old Testament is pointing to Christ,
Right.
and New Testament is all about Christ. And within the curriculum, we spend around 2 years in the Old Testament, if not more. People say, wait, 2 years in the Old Testament, what about Jesus? Our response, he's all the way through.
And when you come across those passages in
Yes.
the Old Testament that refer to events that are recorded in the New Testament,
Right.
you immediately go to them and connect
We
them that
do.
way.
We connect those dots, and it makes the Bible come alive because you realize the entire Bible is all about Christ. It's got one singular theme. It's like the Bible. It's got one author who knows what he's talking about.
So what comes with each kit? Like this is grades 4 to 5, for
Right,
instance.
sure.
What's in a kit?
So grades 4 to 5, inside the kit, you're going to have your student guide, you have your teacher guide, you have your take-home sheets, you're going to have classroom posters, lesson posters. Also, with each kit, you get a code that you use online to get downloadable resources. So if you got your PowerPoints ready to go, you've got memory verse songs, we have
So these
videos.
are all online?
It's all online. It's really, so that way it's easy for every teacher to go online,
Okay.
download material for their classroom.
So this is a kit for a teacher.
Yep.
So
Yep.
how do they order the student materials?
Well, the student material, you have one set in here. You have a set of take-home sheets for one student. For every other student, you need another set you order online.
Okay,
Yep.
so you can order them online?
Absolutely.
So can you print them off yourself, or can you order them
The
already
take-home
printed?
sheets you order online. The in-class resources, like the worksheets you do in class or in-class activities, that comes with the downloadable PDF that you can download as many copies as you like and print as many copies as you like.
So you can find out all about that
Yep.
on answersvbs.com.
AnswersBibleCurriculum.com. Yep.
Oh, sorry. I just said BBS. We do have a BBS, by
We do,
the way.
and it's really
which
good.
is like this. And
That's a great plug.
Yeah, this is a week. The BBS is a week-long program.
Yep.
And it's sort of like the Bible curriculum, apologetics, biblical
Absolutely.
authority,
Yeah.
and so on.
Well-
I just came off a time when
That's right.
when we did a video on the pilot program
Yep.
for the BBS. So for the Bible curriculum, it's
Yep.
Answers.
AnswersBibleCurriculum.com.
AnswersBibleCurriculum.com.
Yep.
And in the comments, we're going to pin the link right there
Yes.
at the top. So, another question?
Yeah.
Is the Bible curriculum in any other languages?
Is the Bible curriculum in any other languages? We're going to be
We're working
translating
on
it
it.
into Spanish
Yes.
first.
Yep.
So that'll be the
That's
first
happening now,
language.
actually. It's in the process of being
It's in
done.
the process.
Yep.
In fact, our first BBS has just been produced in Spanish. It'll be available.
Really?
Yeah, it'll
Very
be
good.
available in August.
Okay.
And it'll be all digital, so all downloadable in
Praise
Spanish.
God for that.
If you go to our
Yeah.
website and look at the Spanish materials available, you'll see that'll be advertised there.
Okay.
But the Answers Bible curriculum right now is only available in English,
Yes.
but eventually Spanish.
That's
Is
indeed.
there a way that someone can find a church in their local area that's
You know, for the Answers VBS, when they go to the myanswers.com.
Okay.
That's where you can find out where local churches are using the VBS.
Okay.
But what about the Bible curriculum?
That's actually, I was going to ask you that. So is there another place, Jeremy, that we have that for the Answers Bible Curriculum to do the same sort of thing?
We haven't
No.
yet.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
We do have it for the VBS. but not for Answers Bible Curriculum yet.
If they
Because it sort of depends too. Some
Sure.
churches use it through all grade levels.
Right.
Some
That's
only
very true.
use it for elementary.
Right.
Some use it for adults. Some for teens. It sort of depends on the church. What they're using it for. There are thousands of churches that are using the Answers Bible Curriculum though, and they're finding here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about
Oh, yeah.
some of the responses you had, Brian, but here's some of the responses I've had because
Okay.
I often meet people here. After I speak in Legacy Hall,
Yep.
people line up, and over I hear people saying, "Oh, we're now using your Answers Bible
They love
Curriculum. It's revolutionising our churches." Let me tell you a couple of things I've heard, and then you tell me some of the ones you've
Sure.
heard. For instance, one church, I believe it was in Michigan, that said they were losing 70% of their young people.
Wow.
And then they changed to using Answers Bible Curriculum, and they said totally reversed it. And they were
Praise
just
God.
so excited. I've had people tell me, or pastors tell me, that the adults in their church are saying, we've never learned so much in our lives because they're not used to a meaty curriculum. And that was very positive in saying that.
Yeah.
I tell you, complaints that I've had, here's one of the complaints.
Okay.
One of the complaints I had, it wasn't really a complaint. Actually, it was a pastor saying, this is a good thing, actually.
Sure.
It was
Yeah.
a complaint from somebody in the church who said, but wait a minute, this takes preparation. You can't just turn up on Sunday and teach
does.
it. You have to prepare.
Yeah.
And here's what the pastor said to me. That's a good thing because it's weeding out those people who aren't really taking
Absolutely.
seriously what they should be taking.
Yeah.
Let's move back here so we
Absolutely.
can see some of these here. So what are some of the comments you've heard?
Well, I've heard so many comments similar to what you've heard, that this has changed the way we do Sunday school. Our people are knowing the Bible. I've heard so often from people using this that people are getting excited about Sunday school. They're getting excited about what they're learning at all age groups, from pre-K all the way through adult, because even for the adults, this tends to be new. Right, because most Christian adults have never gone through the Bible chronologically. They've never done apologetics.
Right.
And so as they get this, wow, this is new, and it's tangible, and it actually applies to their real life.
That's why I said it's the most unique Bible
Absolutely.
curriculum in the universe.
Yep.
Because it's chronological, apologetics,
Yep.
biblical authority, connects the Bible to the real world.
It does.
Applies it to their lives in
Yep.
every area of life. There's just nothing else
nothing
like
else
it.
like
We've
it.
looked at everything out there.
Right.
There is nothing else like it. And
Yep.
I do have pastors that tell me, they say, here's the interesting thing. Some people thought, oh, this has got so much in it. The kids aren't going to like this because they're so used to the entertainment fluff and stuff
Right.
programs. And the pastor said to me, I found that
love
kids
it.
love to learn, and they love
Yeah.
learning. They don't want the entertainment stuff. They want to learn.
Well, and the kids are the ones really that are dealing on the front lines of this battle. When they're at school, hearing this on Google, on the even social media, they have all these questions. And so when you engage those questions in a church setting, answer them from a biblical worldview, the Bible makes sense to them. It connects to the real world. Their faith becomes tangible. They can defend their faith. They can boldly proclaim the gospel.
So how can somebody try to get their church interested in something like this?
A few different things they can do. Go to the website. You can go to answersingenesis.org. On that page, you'll find Answers Bible Curriculum, or just go to answersbiblecurriculum.com. Check out the information there. You can share that with your pastor, youth pastor, whoever. You can contact us as a ministry. Contact me directly via Facebook or Twitter about bringing a speaker to your church. A lot of times you bring a speaker to your church that brings awareness to the need. People get excited, want to start the curriculum. That's a good way to do it. And then also a simpler way, if you go to answersbiblecurriculum.com, we've created 4 videos that we put on that website that summarize the curriculum. 4 distinct videos on why we did it, the key concepts of the curriculum, the actual ins and outs of each box, and then what a typical lesson looks like. And so you can watch that as a church. People get excited, then implement it.
And it really is the most unique, exciting Bible curriculum in the universe. We have another question?
Yeah.
How much does it cost?
How much does it cost?
Cost per unit for pre-K through first is around $39 per box per unit, and it's $39 because it comes with a flip chart, which teachers absolutely love. We'll take this.
good
Oh
idea.
yeah. So you take it, and we'll put it maybe
We'll get someone over here, John from our bookstore. Can you
Hey,
go over here,
John.
John, and let's
special appearance.
Can you
Look
help
at
us
that.
flip through this?
Can you hold that for us?
Oh, sure.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. I'll get on this side. So with a flip chart, this is for, again, pre-K through first, second grade, and third grade can use it as well. You hold this as a teacher. The kids look at the picture. You flip this all the way around to the back, and your cheat notes are on the back. So it's a teacher. Kids see
okay.
this. You get your notes. Really helpful tool. Teachers
this is
absolutely
for-
love this.
This is for kindergarten through what?
First grade.
Kindergarten through first
And the
grade.
second and third grade really like it as well. So, but this comes part as the kit for pre-K through first grade.
Okay.
So those kits are
And the
around
whole kit-
$39. $39
so
per
it
unit.
includes this plus your box of
Exactly.
lessons.
Now, once you get to, thank you, John, second and third, fourth and fifth, these are around $34 per kit.
Okay.
And then once you get to adult, it's $29 per kit.
And so there's a lot you can download off the web.
Absolutely. So go to web, you can download as far as resources. You get the scope and sequence of the curriculum. You can get a summary of the general lessons. You get a sample. You can actually get 1 month free online to try it out at your church.
Well, there we are. So
Yep.
answersbiblecurriculum.com.
Yep, that's right.
And we'll put...
the age groups again.
Yeah, go over the age groups
So
again.
there are
let's-
6 age groups in total.
Okay.
You got pre-K through first. Then we have second and third. Actually, pre-K through first is sold out, really popular. Second and
Yeah, but
third.
we'll have that back in.
We will. Oh, yeah. And it's on our website right now. So fourth and fifth, middle school, which is 6th through 8th. High school will be your high school grades, and then the adults.
Yeah, the funny
6
thing
age
is,
groups.
we just don't have the K through, what is it? K through...
First.
First.
Yep.
We don't have the box to
The
show
box.
you because they're sold out. They're
They're
so
sold out.
popular.
That's a
But
good thing. Good problem.
We've got tons on the way.
We got tons on the way, and it's in our
Lovely
warehouse.
stuff.
If you order online, no problem getting it there. And then I would say as well also about the pricing for the curriculum, we strived so hard as a ministry to keep this in the lower 20th percentile of cost. So what that means is around 80% of the other curriculums on the market are more expensive than ours, taken as a whole. We try to keep it very low because we want to get this into as many churches as possible to equip believers to defend their faith.
Okay, any other questions here before we finish off?
So back to the homeschooling curriculum. Do you
Sure.
have an idea of when it might be available?
Oh, when the actual homeschool curriculum will be available. That's going
That's gonna be down the road a little
That's going
bit.
to be down the road. It's going to be another maybe year or so,
Yeah.
year or two. But in the meantime,
Sure.
we do have on the website how to adapt it.
We do. We have suggestions on there, the way to break that down. And it really does work really well in that setting, especially if you got multiple kids. It's really helpful. It can really be useful in that setting. Really good.
And you could always call Brian here.
Absolutely.
Brian Osborne at Answers in Genesis. And,
Yeah.
ask for Brian,
Yep.
and he'll walk you through it all.
Gladly
because
help you.
He's
Yep.
our sort of resident expert on knowing everything about the Bible curriculum here. Any other questions that we've got?
Where can people watch videos?
Where can
on the
people
curriculum?
watch videos on the curriculum? That's at Answers Bible.
Yeah, go to
Curriculum.
answersbiblecurriculum.com.
Okay.
On that webpage, there's a couple different links you can click, but you'll see what is ABC. Click on that. There'll be 4 different videos, actually 5 videos. The first one's introduction. The next 4 are summarizing the curriculum itself. So go there, and they're short. We try to make them 8 to 10 minutes long, those 4 videos, so you can watch them in less than an hour. So it's helpful, it's snappy, it's quick, but also gives you a good summary.
And we'll make sure, again, that the link is there for you
Yep.
to go straight to answersbiblecurriculum.com. Just go to the top comment there. It'll be pinned right to the top, and you can go to that link. So if we've got no other burning questions, I think we've covered most of the questions that have been asked here.
Yeah.
We don't want to go too long,
Sure.
but
I could.
I just want to tell people, look, when I meet pastors, when I meet Sunday school teachers, Christian leaders who are using the Answers Bible curriculum, they just say, there's nothing like it at all, and it's revolutionizing
Absolutely.
their programs, and they just can't say enough about it to say thank you for producing this. It really is unique. That's why we did it.
That's why we did it.
And it's really to do with this era we live in,
Yep.
the need for apologetics, the need for kids to really understand the Bible as a book of history,
Right.
and for mums and dads to understand that, the meat of doctrine, connecting the Bible
absolutely.
to the real world, equipping them to defend the
So
Christian
needed.
faith, chronological through the Bible, understanding that Jesus Christ is all through the Old Testament.
All through. It's all about Christ,
It
which
is.
is fitting. Can I say
And
one
it's
more thing?
evangelistic.
I wanted to say one more thing before we sign off.
Okay.
I was a teacher for 13 years. I taught Bible history in the public school system, and what I did in my classes, I taught through the Bible chronologically, and I'd answer my kids' questions. Now, I didn't call it apologetics, but that's what it was. And so I did in my classroom essentially what our curriculum does. And what I experienced in my classroom is that as I went through the Bible chronologically, year in and year out, I saw so many of my students, as we went through the Bible chronologically and answered their questions, I could see something starting to happen in their lives. I could see after a while, the wheels would start turning. Now, sometimes smoke was coming out their ears, but wheels would be turning. And they start to recognize something. Wait a minute. The Bible's true. It's right about history. But wait, if it's right about the past, maybe it's right about the present, maybe it's right about the future, maybe it's right about me and Christ. I need to bow the knee. And for so many of our kids, the Bible came alive and it led to submission to Christ. And here's the thing. If that happened in a public school setting, what happens if we do this in our churches, in our homes? How powerful could that be? And so that's why we're so excited about this, because it's just phenomenal how God can use it.
And if you looked at some of the latest statistics coming out from there's all sorts of places, Gallup poll, Pew Research, and others are showing that the millennials, the coming generation, they're going to be the leaders in our churches, in our nation. The number that believe the Bible is the actual Word of God is so small.
Even those
now.
who stay in the church,
and even for those that stay in the church. So we are losing the coming generations. It's one of the reasons, one of the main reasons we produce this Bible curriculum, is to help us to get back those generations. And that's what we're seeing churches are saying. It's turning around the loss of young people from their churches. And the older generation is saying they're more excited about the Bible than ever.
And they get excited about their faith.
They get excited about their faith. Then they realize they want to be an influence on their kids and their grandkids.
Absolutely.
It makes a big difference. Well, with that, we're going to sign off here from Legacy Hall. Thanks, Brian. Happy anniversary again.
Thank you.
19 years, right?
Yeah.
So
I'll catch up.
I can't even remember it was 19 years for us. It was so long ago. But anyway, okay, we'll sign off here and go check out Answers Bible Curriculum, the most exciting Bible curriculum in the entire universe.